So, hi, yeah, welcome back. We are going to continue learning Spanish, yeah, right? I hope that you could learn with me.
Mateo capítulo 24.
Oh, sorry, that's so. While I'm learning, I like to listen to audio, so the the accent and everything uh, will stay in my head, I will observe the accent and the sounds and everything, so I like to listen while I'm studying. All right, so yeah, let's continue. Right, we were doing the gender of nouns referring to people, right? And not just people, but all the nouns in Spanish, all the sustantivos in Spanish have gender, right? So we were doing that. Now we are going to continue with the nouns, sustantivos, yeah. But now we are going to put our focus on the número. Yes. El número. Yeah. El número. Yeah. So what we are going to do, you are asking to yourself. So every noun in Spanish has gender and also has a it has number. I don't know if that that makes sense, but like it's in Spanish the nouns could be singular or plural, right? Singular is one and plural is more than two, right? Two or more than that more or more, right? Two or more, right? So if the noun is just one, it is a singular noun. If the noun implies that you are talking about two, so it's a plural noun. And if you are talking more than two, so it's a plural noun too. So every noun has to be singular or plural, one of the two, right? And so in Spanish, yeah, we are going to write that. Why not? Okay. So now el número of el sustantivo, right, could be Singular, singular, right? Singular, or plural, plural, right? More than two, right? So there are some rules for this part of the noun. There are rules, so you can form the plural of singular nouns, right? The plural. So we are going to see those rules and learn them so we can form plural nouns, right? All right, great. So let's start. So nouns, words that end with a vowel, right? So if a noun ends with a vowel, right, you have to add an s. Yes, you have to add an s, and that noun will be plural, right? We have examples. Okay, we are going to put 2 examples. For example, we have ere y acentuada, o that's it. Yeah, that's it. Rio. So rio means river or river, right? Whatever, river. So to make this noun plural, we have to add an s at the end. It ends with a vowel, right? Yeah. So the plural of rio is ere y acentuada o s. Ríos. Yes. Ríos. Ríos. Right? So the plural of rio is ríos, river. Right? Rivers. Right? That's a word. Yes, it is. And yeah, next one we have dove. Dove in Spanish. Dove in Spanish is Paloma. Paloma. Yes. Dove. Paloma. Dove. So the plural, it ends with a vowel. So the plural of paloma will be Palmas. Palomas. Yes. Palomas. Doves. Palomas. Good. Palomas. All right. That's the first rule we're going to put here first. Now let's do the second rule. So words that end with a consonant, you have to add an s at the end. All right. So if the word ends, the noun ends with a say on, oh, this is not right. Okay, we're going to do that and put b o f a l. Vowel in Spanish is vocal. Yeah, vocal. So if the noun ends with con s, sorry, fonsonante, consonant. If the word ends with a consonante, you have to add es, right? Es, and it will become plural. All right. So look at this. It's dirty. You know, I'm using recycled paper, so it doesn't look pretty. It doesn't. I don't like. I don't like how it looks. But it's not for the looks. It's because I want to make use of this paper. So whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't care. All right. Yeah, let's continue. Examples, right? Examples with nouns that end with a consonant. For example, animal. Animal in Spanish is a n i Animal. Yes, animal, animal. All right, animal. So animal ends with L, consonante. Right, so we have to add es. So the plural of animal is animales. Animales. Yes, animales. Animales. Good. You see? Animals. Right. Next one, we have tree. So tree in Spanish is A acentuada, R, B, O, L. Árbol. Correct? Árbol. A acentuada, B, O, L. Árbol. So árbol means tree, right? Tree. So tree plural is trees, right? Trees. So here it ends with a consonant, and we have to add. We're going to go forward because I don't have enough space. It's a little desk that I have here. All right. The plural, right, is A, R, A acentuada, R, B, O, L, E, S. Árboles. Correct? So árboles is the plural of árbol. So it ends with es. Right? Es. Now we are going to go to the third rule. Correct? So let's continue. That was second, now the third rule. We have some rules to learn, so let's go with the third one. Words that end with z, right? If the sustantivo ends with z, we have to change that z, right, for a fe, and then we have to add es. Okay, the z changes to fe. Oh, sorry, the theta changes to a fe, and then you add es. All right. For example, fish in Spanish is p e theta, pez. All right, pez. In Spanish, fish is pez. Now it ends with theta, so we have to change that. Correct? We have to change it for to make it plural, we have to change it to P, E, F, E, S. Peces, peces. Pez, singular, peces, plural, right? In English is fish and fish, right? It doesn't change, but in Spanish it changes. Pez, peces, pez, peces. I like how it sounds, I like how it sounds. Pez, peces. Yes. So, all right, that's the first one. I just have that example. By the way, I'm not teaching. Spanish. I'm learning. Spanish. So I'm looking to information. I have certain websites that I'm looking at, and I'm learning from them. All right. So those websites are saying that. And yeah, so I'm not teaching, I'm learning. All right, let's move on. All right, Peces, I like it. Next one we have, let me see, the fourth rule is that if there is a noun, a sustantivo, that maybe it is singular, it could have a plural meaning, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm reading. Yeah, so these are exceptions, I think. So there are some words that are singular. That means that those words don't end with s or es, don't end with those letters. So it look like singular, like paloma, like consonante, animal. They don't end with s or es, with s or es, right? So they seem to be singular, but in reality, they are plural, in the sense that it's a word that is talking about more than one, right? More than one. They are not talking about one, but more than one thing. For example, there is an example here. So let's put singular with plural meaning, right? So singular with plural meaning. Examples: G E N T E, gente. All right, gente. So gente means muchas personas, right? Muchas personas. Gente significa muchas personas. Gente in English is people. So people is muchas, a lot. Personas of persons. Yeah, I'm not sure. I had to study English too, My English is not perfect. Sorry, it's not perfect. So yeah, so if there is a lot of people, that's gente. So this is singular, but the meaning is plural, right? Yeah, that's it. Another example, forest. Forest in Spanish is Bosque. Bosque. That's forest, right? Singular. But the meaning is muchos, a lot of árboles, trees, right? We are going to put it here, plural, right? So the word seems to be singular, but the meaning is plural. Yeah, so there are some nouns like that. All right, next. There are some words that are just singular. Those words don't have a plural counterpart. Counterpart is not a word. They don't have it. For example, let's put just singular. Oh, sorry, that was the fourth. This is the fifth. Just singular. All right. Example: we have fe, e, s, p, e, d. All right. Césped, 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 correct? And césped means grass, lawn, right? Grass. Césped is grass. So grass doesn't have in Spanish, césped doesn't have a plural. For example, by the rule, we should say céspedes, right? But that doesn't exist. That is not a word. So césped is just singular, and that's because I think that you can't count césped. So if you can't count the noun, you can't make it plural, right? So that's the case here. And lastly, this is the last one. Sixth. There are some nouns that are written as like a plural noun, but their meaning is singular, right? So we are going to put that here. Like, let me see. So, all right, let's put plural, right? Plural with singular meaning. Yes, that's correct, I think. Yeah, plural with singular meaning. For example, we have two words in here. So glasses, right? Glasses in Spanish is G A F A S. Glasses, right? Gafas, gafas. So it's just one, okay? One. We are not talking about more than two or more, just one. But it ends with S. It is written like a plural noun, but it is singular because the meaning is singular. So plural with singular. Oh, sorry, this is singular. Singular, yeah, singular meaning. Gafas. Right. Next one. T I G. No, sorry, it's not G. It's J E R A S. Tijeras. Tijeras means tijeras in English is scissors, right? Scissors. So we are talking just one. Scissors is just one. We are not talking more than one unit. We're talking about one scissor. So it ends with an S, so it looks like a plural noun, but the meaning is singular meaning. So yeah, those are the rules. I think you can. I hope that you know now those rules, because I do. I now I do. Now I do. So first, yeah, if ends with vowel, you add an s. If the noun ends with a consonant, you add an es. If the if the noun ends with z, you change the z for a c and add es. And also there are some nouns that are written like singulars but have plural meaning. There are some nouns that are just singular, they don't have a plural counterpart. And there are some nouns that look like they are plural nouns, because they are written with s, but they have a singular meaning, right? So if I'm making a mistake, if I'm saying something wrong, please let me know. I'm learning. I want to really do it correctly. So yeah, that will be it for today. That was nice. I really like the lesson of today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you can continue watching the videos. See you in the next video, that is tomorrow. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Yes, bye bye. Have a nice day.